All right, guys. Does this really work?
Can you pop into the GGX podcast?
No!
They're currently discussing the ethics and pros of bringing back the death penalty and killing people based on how evil they are. This is potential for some spicy memes.
That sounds like a conversation that's like way above what they would normally do. Why? How do I see the fucking stats? Am I retarded? Advanced. Show. 4-second delay. Wow. Okay, we have less of a delay. Low latency, boys. You know what that means, right? Sounds to me, now we can have a great conversation about significant figures.
You might laugh at this one, but it is serious. For many, many years, probably a decade or so, free energy, perpetual motion. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? People have been working on it for years. But I have to sit here today and tell you that perpetual motion and free energy exists right here. Limitless amounts of power can be generated. Shall I tell you how? Well, the perpetual motion is actually the planet. It's been turning at 1,000 miles an hour for billions of years. And it's not going to slow down. And guess what? Our planet has a magnetic field and it's rotating. Therefore, you can produce power. In fact, 40 terawatts of power from the rotation and the field of the planet. I've got plans. I'll show you plans if you want to see plans. But obviously it's going to need quite a bit of copper and iron to build the contraption. It will probably be 4 square kilometres of ground space. That's all what's required. 4 square kilometres. And the thing will rotate like a gyroscope.
Why did you link me this? Are we playing games today? No, I got shit I gotta fucking do. God damn it, guys. I was gonna give... What are all these videos in my shit? Hold on, I gotta take a look, boys. 1 sec. Why doesn't have it play? Bad file. Okay, never mind. Whatever. I guess we'll never know. Okay. I don't understand why this happens. Oh, you can't even fucking see it. I have an SSD in this computer that I wanted to give to Aaron. But when I take out that SSD, I can't boot my computer. So clearly our boot options must be fucked up in the UEFI, so we dig through it for a minute, make sure everything is set up correctly. Try to restart our computer, and we still can't boot. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if I accidentally installed my OS on the wrong drive. That would be pretty fucking retarded, but nope. So what happens? Why the fuck does Windows do this autistic fucking shit where it spreads its fucking shit like a cancer to your other drives? If I want my OS to be on this disk, why would you put the system partition on another disk? Why? Why does Windows do this shit? This is not the first time this has happened to me. I feel like any time you install Windows onto a computer, onto a system, if you've got multiple drives, like that exist in there. No matter which drive you tell it to put the OS on, it will spread out and try to install parts of itself like it's the fucking Matrix or some shit. Why? It's so fucking stupid. Why would you think I would want this? So I'm pretty sure that this here is my boot partition for this fucking drive. So my $200 fucking SSD is what I've been booting off of, and my $800 NVMe PCI Express SSD here. Herp-a-derp-a-derp. Herp-a-derp-a-derp. Fuck. It's so stupid. So, we need to reformat our shit. That's what we're doing today, boys. Make a 500 megabyte partition on the NVMe and then repair boot manager with a Windows DVD. Do you really think that would work? So you're saying create a new... I would have to shrink this volume. Create a new partition here. Could I just copy paste? I feel like there are going to be pointers that would like fuck shit up. I feel like I should just reformat it, dude. I was reading about moving partitions around. It works. I did it a lot. Well, because like the boot partition has to be at the front of the drive too, right? So don't I need to shrink this and then try to figure out how to get the partition in front? Isn't that like everything that I was reading makes it sound like a really convoluted process that could end up with corrupted shit anyway. What are we talking about? Does Windows need those 4 partitions to be able to partition automatically? Then one.
All right, well, so let's drive to the area that I think more concerns me, and it is the area we disagreed about in the past, which is the status of things like values and claims of right and wrong and good and evil, the ethics in the natural order. You have made much of this notion that you derived from Hume, that you can't get an ought from an is. So perhaps you prop that up. Like I, in the past, in my book, The Moral Landscape, and I think it was the TED Talk I gave that you reacted to way back when, it was 2010, I claim to... 2010, yeah, that's how quickly time flies. So I claim that you can make ultimately rigorous scientific claims about right, wrong, and good and evil. And I was arguing for a kind of what I call moral realism, which is to say that there are facts about the well-being of conscious creatures, which can serve everything we could conceivably mean by right and wrong and good and evil. And these are naturalistic facts, and you can be right and wrong about them. And realism, in this sense, is the fact that there is a reality, whether you understand it or not. Your claims about it can be more or less right or wrong. It's possible not to know what you're missing. And I extend that to the domain of questions of value, right? And you are a fan of Hume's parsing of this matter, so perhaps give me the reasons why not from the Hume side, and then we can...
Sure. I think that there's two slightly different claims. One would be the claim that you can derive ought from is, which I think is just manifestly wrong. That's just logically wrong, right? And by the rules of logic, garbage in, garbage out. Values in, values out, facts in, facts out. By using the rules of deductive logic, you cannot derive conclusions about properties that did not somehow appear in the axioms or the premises from which you did your logic. So I think that's just a non-starter. Now,
yikes.
Hume's claim was that there's no description of the way the world is. There's no factual description of the universe which can tell you how it ought to be or how you should act within it. Right? So it's the oughts and shoulds get smuggled in. You have to add something that you want. You have to add a goal, say, and then on your account, science can tell you how to reach that goal. But the goal is something that the value-laden goal is something that you are smuggling in.
That's right. So Hume, I feel bad because late in life, I realized that Hume should have been my hero all along. One of the very few shortcomings of my philosophical undergraduate education was that I was at a Catholic university, and Hume was the bad guy. So I didn't realize until much later that Hume was the good guy. And however, bless his heart, he was not the clearest writer all the time. And he was the clearest thinker, but he was also mischievous. So he would make his points via dialogue or sarcasm or jokes. And the is and ought analysis is exactly that. It's not his most definitive, careful, logical piece of writing, because basically he's making fun of people who he thinks are making this mistake. He says, I'm reading people writing about what is true and is true. And that's what he was aiming at. And then suddenly it's about what ought to be true, and it didn't come from anywhere. And so he kind of implies that you can't do it. And so I think that's right. I think that the conclusion, in that case, I would believe the strong conclusion, namely that in order to derive conclusions about what ought to be true or what should be true or what is morally right, we have to include in our theory an assumption or an axiom that relates to values, that relates to what is is good and what ought to do. I think that is a straightforward computational science claim, that you can't do the logic from there. Now, even if you believe that claim, which everyone should believe, you could still argue about moral realism versus anti-realism. It's totally possible to be a moral realist and a moral objectivist and still admit that you can't derive ought from is.
Yeah, so I've always viewed that little bit of Hume, and again, it is kind of an aside. It's not something he argues for at length, and yet people have made much of it in philosophy and in science. I viewed it as a kind of semantic trick which need not confine our thinking about these things. It's a little bit like Zeno's paradox. Zeno says, in order for an arrow to hit its target, it must move halfway to the target and then halfway again, and ergo it never arrives. But of course, arrows don't have to fly that way. Arrows can just fly all the way to the target. And if you want to add, if you need mathematics where you sum the infinite series, or you do find some way of nullifying that argument, fine. But it's set up as again, and it took hundreds of years for people to figure out why it's wrong. But it's an unnatural constraint imposed by, in that case, just the geometry of the situation. In Hume's case, it's just the meaning we're giving words like ought and should versus is. Now, I think, so the other way to come at it from my point of view is you can give up all notion of ought and should. Let's say we're in the universe and there is no ought or should, or let's discover the oughts and shoulds. I mean, one question I have.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I need to make a bootable flash drive and then do that shit, and that should work? Jesus Christ. Today I learned that the Saw franchise has saved over 360,000 lives. With the exception of the first and the 2009 movie, people could donate blood in exchange for free movie tickets. As of September 2017, 120,000 pints of blood have been donated. My infant daughter got blood transferred from one of these people. She has a very, very rare type of blood, and only about 0.01% of people have it. She needed blood to make a facial surgery, but the doctors were afraid she had passed before we managed to get any of it. Luckily, James Wan, producer of the movie, asked the hospitals to look for the specific type of blood, and they found someone with the same blood. My daughter had the surgery, and she is very well now. We then took a trip to thank Mr. Wan in Los Angeles. I have a pic with my daughter and him. Just a second. Here it is. Kind of not safe for work. Boom. Okay. I'm retarded about the partition meme. What exactly is the issue in layman's terms? Your drive. When you turn on your computer, okay, the computer, your motherboard, okay, it's awoken and it says, hello, you probably turned me on because you want me to help you gain access to some information that you have stored on a drive. And the computer's like, okay, well, let's go and see what you have for drives today. And it goes to all of your drives And based on your configuration, the motherboard says, well, here's a drive, and then here's a drive, and then here's a drive. And that's really cool. But I can't do anything. I can't like show you any of the shit on this drive or go through the information. That's way too complicated, okay? That sounds like a job for an operating system. So what it does is it looks through the drives and it goes, okay, well, is there instructions on any of these drives that tell me how to boot up an operating system that can let you do all sorts of fun stuff on your computer, like look at hentai or look at furry porn or talk to traps or hook up with people in Destiny's Discord and then post pictures about it, all sorts of cool stuff, right? Well, this is why on your drives, you not only have a part or a partition for normal data, right? You also have a part or a partition of the drive that says, hey, I'm the operating system, come look at me and I'll show you how to boot the drive and we'll open the OS and we'll get the kernel loaded and all sorts of shit and it'll be fucking awesome. Well, generally, a normal logical operating system would probably want all of this on the same drive. Now, you can do different things in different ways based on what you want, special use case scenarios, but in general, we probably want the drive to be booted into with the boot partition on that same drive, right? Well, what Windows likes to do is Windows is actually a very exciting operating system. And what it does is when you say, hey, what operating system would you like to install the drive on? It's kind of like the bad guy genies, where you go, hey, genie, I want to wish. And the genie's like, what's your wish? And the genie's, and you're like, I want to be the richest person in the world. And then the genie makes everybody else poor as fuck. And he's like, oh, well, technically, I have followed your command. And then you're like, oh, no, genie, you fucked me. Well, what Windows does is you say, which drive would you like to install your operating system on? And so obviously we say, well, this, I want to install it on this drive. And then Windows is like, of course.
Windows,
well,
by the
sure.
way, Nathander.
We'll put the operating system, we'll put it on that drive. But you didn't tell me how you wanted to boot it. So it'll look for any random fucking drive you have installed on your computer, and then it will go to that drive, and it'll say, hey, you drive. In order for drive, in my case, in order for disk 2 to be booted, we have to look at disk 0 first, because disk 0 is going to tell us how we're going to post or how we're going to boot into the actual operating system. So the boot stuff doesn't have to be on a partition. It can, but it doesn't have to be. It just seems in general they usually are on their own partition. Probably so you don't accidentally format it like a dumb fuck or something. I don't know. But basically, can you trick Windows into not being retarded by having only one SSD connected? Yep, that's what you. I guess that's what most people do. Is what I'll do when I reformat it here. But yeah, so basically, this is my C drive. This has everything that I use on it. This is where my operating system is installed, right? Windows is here, all of our data is here, right? That's cool, right? However, if I remove this drive with an itty bitty little 500 megabyte partition, very itty bitty partition, right? That if I remove this drive, I can't boot into this drive. If I take that drive out of my computer, I can no longer boot into this one. How cool is that? Nathan's coming. Fuck. What's he want? Oh, God. Don't move and he won't see you.
Dad. Dad. Dad.
Nathan is coming. Hide the memes.
What's up? What's up? What do you want?
Can you make me a chocolate milk?
Yeah, I guess I could.
I want a big one.
A big one?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought you were pen still fine.
Petrified. What does that mean?
It means like you saw something like. Here's an example. If you saw something really mean or horrifying, and you stared at it for 100 seconds or a lot of time, that's being petrified.
Okay, gotcha.
Can you make me a chocolate, a big chocolate milk right now?
Sure. Hold on, I'll come upstairs in a sec, okay? Destiny, can you look up the definition of ethnicity? Wait, why? Are you the guy? Are you the ethnostate guy? I'm not the ethnostate guy, but the dictionary definitions are pretty culture heavy. Just thought it was interesting. Okay, I fully admit that, okay, we'll do a mini essay, okay? Let's do an argument, okay? So, in common parlance, ethnicity usually refers to your ancestry. Generally is what I'm familiar with. So, let's give some common day examples of this. Now, I'm going to make some assumptions here, and I might be wrong, okay? Now, if you're Canadian, if somebody says, what's your ethnicity? Do you respond with like, I'm 25% European and 75% Canadian? Like, do you say that? Or if you're from the United States and somebody says, if somebody was asking me like, well, what's your ethnicity? Would I go 50% Cuban and 50% American? Like, do people say, do any of you guys say this anywhere? Yeah, tuna cats, I know. An ethnic group is a category of people who identify with each other based on similarities such as common ancestry, language, history, society, culture, or nation. Ethnicity is usually an inherited status based on the society in which one lives. Membership of an ethnic group tends to be defined by a shared cultural heritage, ancestry, origin, myth, history, homeland, language or dialect, symbolic systems such as religion, mythology, cuisine, dressing style, art, physical appearance. Ethnic groups derived from the same historical founder population often continue to speak related languages and share a similar gene pool. I mean, like, the thing is that, like, if you're so big on, why would we have the word ethnicity if it means the same thing as nationality? That's kind of a silly argument. Why do we have a word to trade if we have the word exchange? I mean, I'm not actually sure. So different words tend to have different connotations. But I mean, like, usually, like, you can have synonyms, but when we're talking about, like, we're talking about something that you could refer to. I can't actually tell if this is a legitimate question or not. Like, you can have words that mean similar things, but when you're talking about, like, a pretty specific concept like nationality or ethnicity, having two totally different words for the same thing, when everybody uses one to mean another thing, it seems like a really dumb way to obfuscate whatever point you're trying to make. Jesus.
I identify as a wowie. Bonus meme white culture.
What do you think of feet streamers? Is this like a new IRL meme?
Less than 3.
I got an ankle bracelet today for message. Thank you, dude.
Okay. All right, I have a flash drive on my car keys. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Sorry chat, we need to raise the median IQ for our ethno state.
All right. NVIDIA ended the GeForce Partner Program. That thing where they were trying to make it so that games would run the best on GeForce shit.
What does a lit sister and a Twitch emote have in common? In Japanese, they are both pronounced emote o hue 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 hue.
What? Wait, where the fuck is my flash drive? New text document. Oh, what's this? Hold on. This might be some secret instructions or some shit. Oh, these are the notes that I brought with me for that debate with that one kid. Okay. Face your destiny. You were slain by Thanos. No, why? How do I... What does this calculate by? Your IP address or some shit? Wait, I got spared by Thanos on my other computer. Oh, it's just cookies or whatever. What? Ethnostate means nothing but race state. However, Destiny's argument about why have words for nationality for ethnicity. Okay, stop being autistic. Don't read into what I'm saying autistically. Holy shit. I understand that we can have multiple words for the same type of thing because different words have different connotations, etc., etc. Okay, if you read into my statement with even the slightest amount of generosity, okay, obviously, let me spell out the full question. The full question is, 90% of people on Earth understand this term to mean this thing. 90% of people on Earth understand that term to mean that thing. Why would you conflate the two? Right? We have a specific, what does ethnicity mean? Most people understand this to mean it has something to do with your origin, something to do with your ancestry, something to do with your genetics to some extent, right? Based on your genetic ancestry, right? And then we have a word for nations, for nationality. It usually means the country that you live in or the country that you have citizenship in. Why would you use ethnicity for nationality when we have two distinct words that mean two separate things that everybody agrees on? I'm sorry, next time I will say out the full fucking question so that I don't get the most uncharitable, hyper fucking autistic reading of what I'm saying. Well, Destiny, we have similar words for similar things all the time, so your question is actually fallacious in nature, which I can deduce by my own God-given logic. Like, holy shit. Okay. I need to make this flash drive bootable. Is there a way to do this using Windows, or do I need to download some shit? Download. Create Windows 10 installation media. I just want a recovery tool. Okay, sure. Oh, I can't wait to lag this fucking stream with no survivors. Upgrade this PC. What? No. Create installation media. Sure. 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 Fuck. I can't, like, create shit for my OS. I really have to re-download the whole fucking goddamn bullshit over again. What are you trying to accomplish? My disk 2 is the disk that I want to use for everything. It's what my OS is on. But for some fucking reason, Windows put my boot partition on disk 0. So I think what I need to do is I need to restart my computer with my recovery thing active. I need to remove disk 0. Probably unplug disk 1 just for safe fucking measure. And then I need to have Windows create a new boot partition on disk 2 for disk 2. I'm not moving around partitions because everything that I read about that, like, it makes it sound like you can corrupt shit. And I'm just not gonna fuck around with it. All right, listen, I'm ready to reformat. Okay.
I mean, I feel like Doc, I feel like it's kind of like a bit of double standards. He can make fun of people. And he can, you know, like on Twitter, he's always pointing out people's looks, right? Is he not on Twitter? Like,
yeah, that kind of sucks, dude.
Yeah.
You can have a character. I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, like, okay, so just because it's character, okay, I'm greekgodx, my character. You know, I'm gonna talk shit about XQC. Your head, you look like a mushroom head. There we go. There we are.
He harasses
XQC.
people too.
There we are. And imagine if I didn't know you and I said that is harassment. Okay, just because I'm a character, I'm cool Greek, by the way, right now, so I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say.
Oh, it's not even this podcast over. Never mind. Fuck it. God damn it.
Thank you. Wait, you were not kidding. At this point, it really does not matter, person. I'm sorry if you're seeing this. Like, it's already on the end. I guess it's so. I understand why. I do the same thing, I guess. But that's too funny. Check last post. Thank you.
You three are going on a mission.
Oh no, Poison wrote a fanfic in 2007.
And therefore, you are from now on a team. What? I hardly know these two weirdos and hey, who are you calling weirdo? I'm higher ranked than you, soldier. Whatever. Holly ignored him. But sir, what's up with this sudden mission? And why is it only a 3-man mission? I will explain that now that if you let...
Hi, Dustin. With regards to the argument from yesterday, the ethnicity dudes, you're being a bit uncharitable to the Canadian. His definition of nationalism meant one that includes ethnicity, which is actually correct. If you read the Wikipedia of nationalism, nationalism does include ethnicity. It's not just limited to borders. When someone asks you what your nationality is, it does imply ethnicity to some extent. I believe that this is only true in countries where the state and the ethnicity are one and the same. I don't think that you could get away with making this type of argument if you're Canadian or American. Now, if you're Japanese, sure, because you have the nation state of Japan and you have the ethnicity of Japanese. If you're German, sure, well, is it Anglo-Saxon? What are the Germanic people? They might have like a different name, but like I think you can have like a German ethnicity and you're part of the German state, or an Anglo-Saxon or British background and be part of Great Britain, or right, like in a lot of European countries, or be a Spaniard and be Spanish. And in a lot of these countries, the nation state and the ethnicity are like one and the same. No, well, not one and the same, but like they're similar, right? They have the same names sometimes. If you're American in the United States, saying that you're American does not imply ethnicity at all. African Americans are black and American. There are Hispanic Americans. There are Asian Americans. Like, I'm pretty sure white is only like 60% of the US at this point. And then in Canada, there's a ton of different types of people as well. Like, to be an indigenous American means that you're an Indian or a Native American. Or to be an indigenous Canadian, probably similar, I guess. Like, is not, or an indigenous Australian even.
Singbot Heart DGG.
I'm only streaming for like 20 more minutes. I'm out of you guys. I got a quick meeting meme I gotta do. Or I could mute my stream, and then after that... And then I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck off, Petquin. Got him. What's up, guys?
Let me speak. Damien and Holly were both quiet now, even though you could see that they had more coming. Rufus says, "That's better. You've all been chosen by one of my superiors for this mission. This is a confidential mission. What is spoken about this room stays in this room. There are orders, or those are the orders. 2 days ago, something of importance was stolen from the laboratory in Trino, the main capital of Ioannis. Was stolen by the rebel forces, a crystal to be more precise. Information tells us they are headed towards the Forest of Illusions north of here. The mission is...
What?
Once in November and once.
I don't have any more. So I guess the only thing I have to look forward to are just the new ships. You know, that
Passengers been living on Royal Caribbean. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean cruises for the past 20 years? What the fuck do you
Hey,
want?
what's up, brother?
Who is this?
It's Greek.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, okay. How's it going, buddy?
Nothing, man. I'm sorry you didn't make it on the podcast. I didn't think you always like have to go and pick up your kid, right?
Yeah, well, you know, what am I gonna do?
You want to debate?
Oh no, I just wanted to talk about the Dr. Disrespect stuff.
Oh, you wanted to talk about that?
Yeah.
What do you actually think about that?
I think you
About
guys
the
are being
Mexican-
real mean. I think you're a big bully.
Me?
Yeah, all of you guys in that podcast are big
Because-
bullies.
Wait. You're calling us bullies?
I don't bully anybody that doesn't deserve it.
Chat, does he bully you guys? I don't know. I don't come in here enough. Does he bully you guys, chat?
Wait, are you streaming right now? I didn't know you were online. What the fuck?
I'm not streaming right now.
Oh, well, who are you talking to?
Your chat.
Don't talk to my chat.
That is bullying, see? You neglect them.
Good, fuck him, dude.
Fuck them.
Okay, here's like a standard like baseline concept that a lot of people don't seem to understand. And I know that a lot of us we play video games, maybe we don't do social interactions as much, so it's not really easy to understand without thinking about it a little bit. But I find that like people don't have this concept of like what lines are okay to cross and what lines aren't okay to cross, and will go like straight fucking instantly the most savage they can, like at a moment's notice. Do you understand what I mean, or do you want me to give examples?
Give examples, please.
Okay.
Source it.
So like,
Source.
let's say that I'm playing a game with some guy, and the guy is like, "Hey, wow, dude, you fucked up that lane real bad. League of Legends, right? Wow, dude, you fed that Tryndamere. He's so huge, he's gonna kill us all now, man. Fuck, you suck at League. All right. Now, you could respond with, "Hey, you suck at League too. You feed like a motherfucker." Or, "Hey, well, at least it's not like when we're playing CS:GO when you fucking, die every time and get 5 kills a fucking match." And right, you could say that, or you could say, "Well, hey, I might have failed in this game, but at least I didn't fail like you failed your parents when your fucking dad died in that car accident and you didn't even call."
Okay, I get it.
Right? Yeah, like people go full separate. So like when I hear you guys on the podcast talking about how like Dr. Disrespect calls people chubby and shit on Twitter, firstly, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure isn't that generally in response to other people who usually try to make fun of him first and then he like insults them back? Isn't that generally how?
Yeah,
So like
guess
Dr. Disrespect calling a random dude on Twitter like a chubby cheeks is way different than everybody being like, "Oh dude, didn't you cheat on your wife? Oh dude, aren't you destroying your family? Oh dude, aren't you ruining your whole fucking life?" Like I feel like there's a line there and it's like, damn dude.
But
Like,
I mean, he did it. He does like. I mean, yeah, that is true if you put it that way. But I mean, isn't he can give banter, but I don't know.
well, again, so like give banter, like I can give banter to anybody, but like if I'm like bantering with somebody and they say some shit like, "Oh, you're real funny now. Wait until you fucking die because I murder you and then your kid gets fucking killed too." It's like, whoa, shit, dude. Like you can banter with somebody without
I
going.
don't know if you can hear me. Hang on a second.
Yeah, sure.
1 second. My thing muted. 1 second. All right, continue.
Like you can banter with somebody while understanding that there are like lines that you can or cannot cross. Does that make sense?
Yeah, normally he does. He does respond to the people talking shit. You're all
yeah,
right
like
about
I've
that.
never. No, I could be wrong. Again, I totally admit I could be wrong, but I've never seen Dr. Disrespect go in like on some dude's like on his like family or some shit. It's usually just like if somebody talks shit on Twitter, he'll like make fun of their picture, like, "Well, look at your hair" or something. I've never heard him be like, "Oh yeah, well, aren't you the kid who's the fucking orphan?" And you're talking about nobody liking me anymore. You don't even have parents that love you. Like I've never seen him do like some straight, insanely savage shit like that. Or like if he's banting with people that like know him, like him and Summit did things back and forth. But I've never seen him go like hardcore, like
But that's not the point. This is the point. Like the emote. Do you think that's a bit? Like, do you think maybe an emote shouldn't he shouldn't be affected by an emote? Maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's not just the emote, it's the constant jokes about like a pretty personal topic, like relentlessly throughout the entire community, like after month after month after month. I don't know. I mean,
what do you expect if you're a Twitch streamer making millions? Sometimes you gotta take some shit.
I mean, like, is that really how like we determine like?
I mean, yeah.
No, that's bullshit, dude.
It's
Come
not
on.
bullshit because
That's
everybody
bullshit.
has downsides.
Everybody has downsides, but that doesn't mean it's acceptable. They're like, "Oh, well, dude, you make a lot of money, so who
saying,
cares if people like fucking rile
no
on?"
bullshit is acceptable because that's why it's called bullshit. like no bullshit's acceptable. That's why it's bullshit. You know, in a chef job, and you're a chef, and your head chef's giving you shit all the time. That's part of the job because he's an asshole. You know, it depends. Every job has their downsides, and that is the downside of this job. You get little shits coming out and they're trying to attack your life for everything, like, you know, trying to come at your neck at everything you do. That is the downside about this job. You get picked on about everything. People talk shit. People are very personally, like, I get people talk shit about me all the time, man, and I just
sure. But at the very least, like, as streamers, like, shouldn't we have each other's backs at least, or kind of at least understand?
Yeah, I agree. Streamers should have each other's backs, but that would be Twitch 2015. It's Twitch 2018, and everybody's, you know, Doc even says he's better than every streamer on the site. So, you know, he kind of, in that way,
well, but I mean, like, that's his character, right?
Well, maybe maybe Forsen's character is to make fun of people with emotes. You know, maybe that's his character.
But that's not Forsen's character. Forsen acts pretty similar.
How do you know it's not his character?
Because we've seen him IRL stream, and he's like pretty similar, regardless of whether he's IRL streaming.
Maybe that's his stream persona. Do you know him personally?
Okay, I feel like we're being a little bit. Do you think that the doc? Do you think that, like, when he goes to pick his girl up from school, like, he jumps out of his car and he's got like the techno shit blaring, and he's got like his armor and shit on? Like, come on, dude. Like, it's pretty obvious that somebody like Dr. Disrespect is playing a character, right? It's a character for stream. He's probably, from what I've seen, he's immensely different in real life. He seems like a pretty personable, friendly kind of dude.
Yeah.
I don't think that he would like be talking to.
You're saying Forsen's not a character? He doesn't have a stream persona?
Well, no, I think in general, I mean, like, people can like ham up different parts of their personality a little bit, but I don't know of any other like hardcore like character streamers, much the same way that Dr. Disrespect is a character streamer. Do you? I'm trying to think of some. I'm sure there are some. But...
yeah, there's a few like smaller like role play streamers. I guess,
sure, yeah. But that's what like Dr. Disrespect is. It's literally like a role play stream, right? Like, here's a question: when Dr. Disrespect is like, I'm the world video game champion of like the back-to-back 1991, like, do you really think that he thinks that he's the world video game champion, or do you think that's part of his character? Or when he says he's got millions watching in the arena, does he really think he has a million viewers?
It's obviously part of his character. But I mean, surely he should. I mean, like, if maybe you should stay in character if you're on the site. Like, if somebody tries to make fun of you, just like don't get it removed. Like, I mean, just stay. If he's in a character, surely nothing would affect that character. That's the whole point of having a character. Like, say if you're Smart Guy Destiny, okay, that's your character. You act really smart, and you talk the talk, and you walk the walk, and you're like, that's your character. If I make fun of that character, it shouldn't affect you because I'm making fun of the character. Who cares if I make fun of Smart Guy Destiny when Destiny...
Yeah, I understand, but nobody's making fun of Dr. Disrespect the character. They're making fun of like a real life thing that he went through. It's not like Dr. Disrespect cheated on his wife. It's the guy that plays the character did and decided to go public with it.
People didn't make fun of that guy, did they? They make fun of the character.
But the wife and kids had nothing to do with the character, though.
I don't know, man. This is.
I mean, like, how would you have felt?
I got 81 IQ, Destiny.
No, but I mean, like, we can make other examples. Like, how would you feel if everybody on fucking Twitch decided to get like a labia emote after Legendary Leia like had her bullshit happen? How do you think that would make somebody like Soda Pop feel when they were still dating? Don't you think that these kinds of jokes would get like really irritating over time, or that they wouldn't appreciate that people are literally making
you gotta
emotes?
Embrace it. So maybe you should embrace the I don't know. I feel like it was dying. I feel like the doc thing was kind of dying, and then he's revived it. I don't know, man. I feel like it was like slowing down a bit, and the whole drama that recently happened just made it revive, and it really like the boyish giggles and all that.
Well, maybe, but I mean, this was in response to people starting to make like these CD emotes and shit, right?
Yeah, I guess, but that's the whole point. Let everybody make CD emotes. The more people that meme something, the faster it dies. Like, for example, the Ugandan Knuckles or whatever the new meme is now. You know, I don't feel so good. That shit, because everybody's memeing it, it gets old. It's not funny anymore. So if I was in Doc's position, I would have just let everybody have a emote and let it die out. It gets boring. It's like a joke. It's like the same joke over and over again.
I guess maybe. I guess it's just probably irritating when it's happening like across like every single platform that you deal with. When people show up in your chat and do it, when people are doing it on social media, when people are doing it on Reddit, when people are doing it in games that you play in with like the types of names and stuff they have. Like, I don't know. It seems like after a while, like it would just get really tiring.
I mean, if you think about it, if by removing it, it's made it shows that he's affected by it. Therefore, when people meme it in different ways, it has the meme has more meaning to it. They know they're getting to it. But if you just continue just pretending nothing happened, people will be like, oh well, who cares? I'm not gonna, it's old jokes. They're not gonna say it anymore.
I mean, I guess, but I mean, like, I feel like there are memes that, like, the 11+4 Miss Lethal meme still happens to Rectful after, like, years.
Barely. That shit used to happen on a daily basis. Now it happens on a monthly basis, and then soon it'll happen on a yearly basis. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I guess it's just, it's kind of sad to me that, like, it seems like the whole community gets a carte blanche on acting like assholes, and it's, like, all on Dr. Disrespect to, like, I don't know. I guess it's just, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't like it. I don't like the, I don't like people's inability to see the difference in, like, tiers of insults,
I kind of agree. I don't like the sort
Well,
of...
sure, but when you've got, like, Swedish dumb fucks like that XQC dude, like, fucking talking all this shit or whatever, like, oh, he insults people all the time, and it's like, you really can't see the difference between... Like calling someone like a chubby cheeker who, like, some dude that tweets you and talks shit versus, like, I'm about to go in on this guy's entire fucking life. And you've seen it more. Like, you look at these live stream fail threads, like, these people will type up, like, 32 paragraphs about how Dr. Disrespect is literally, like, the scum of the fucking earth. Oh, wait, is that QXC dude not Swedish? Is he Quebec? My bad.
I mean, if you, I mean, yeah.
Why can't we just be a little bit more chill? That's all I'm saying. Let's just be a little bit more chill,
let's
dude.
be honest. I mean, what Doc did was wrong, but I mean, obviously, what everybody else is doing is still wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right. I
Sure,
guess.
but what Doc did has nothing to do with, like, this. It's not like he cheated in a video game, or it's not like he was, like, view botting his numbers or some shit. This idea that we all need to, like, rally against him to get justice for some non-existent wronged party, I don't know. It was like a really weird way of justifying it to me.
So what would you do if you had a wife, a kid, and would you think it's, would you come out to it on the stream instead of it getting leaked? Would you tell your viewers? Or would you just keep it secret?
I think coming forward publicly is probably the only thing you can do. Because if you don't come forward publicly, there's going to be a bunch of rumors festering for a long time, and somebody inevitably will fucking open their fucking mouth, because no one in this community can keep their mouth shut for anything.
So would you meme it if people are memeing, if they were saying Destiny, if they were like D Omega Lol Destiny, I don't know what.
Yeah, for me personally, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck personally. But not everybody acts the same way. It's not fair to ask me, right? Like, every individual kind of handles things a little bit differently, but I don't know. I just like the idea of, like, encouraging it by having, like, emotes created for it and everything just seems really shitty to me. I don't know.
I feel like I don't know. I just feel like he screwed himself over by addressing it. Keep on addressing it.
But you know how this works. You know how the game goes. If he doesn't say anything, that chick is probably going to be talking to everybody. Everybody's going to start talking about it. It's just going to be a huge rumor festering behind the scenes until inevitably it'll bubble up or something, right? Like, either his wife will say something that'll get leaked, or he'll say something privately that'll get leaked.
I feel like it getting leaked is way more of a bigger deal than just coming out.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you just come out publicly like, yo, this is what happened. Like, I fucked up. Like,
and I also think he shouldn't have said anything about the emotes. He should have just ignored it. Like, that was.
I guess, but like the emote, like, fucking solidifies it. Now it's gonna be like a permanent fucking Twitch meme, which I guess it already is. I don't know. I just feel sad to see. Like, I understand that viewers are gonna be retarded dipshits, but, like, to see streamers jump on board with it as well, I don't know. It just feels kind of shitty. Like, I mean, it's a pretty big event in a person's life. He obviously fucked up really hard, and he had real life repercussions, I'm sure, for that. To take that all and just turn it into some huge running joke as a streamer, it seems like a really shitty thing to do.
I think there's just one time where like a viewer stream sniped him with, like, a stupid name.
Not one time. I'm pretty sure this happened pretty commonly.
Oh yeah, well,
Dr.
I mean,
Disc for cheater and, like, all sorts of random fucking names.
Yeah, not one time, but I mean, there was one time that he said. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure he said, "We got all your information and stuff." Like,
yeah, I saw that. That was really stupid.
What would you say about that? Would you say, like...
No, that was really dumb. He crossed a line there for sure. That was really stupid. He made it sound like he was ready to literally, like, dox the dude and, like, send somebody to kill him or something. That was way over the line.
Yeah, would you say that's it? Was he in character then, or do you think he was?
Whether he was in
adaptation
character or wasn't in character, it was just way over the
Greek
line. I've been critical of Doc in that in the past because sometimes his fans aren't capable of seeing the difference. Like he tweeted something making a joke about like kicking the glass in, or I don't remember, something to the H1Z1.
Clicking through the PUBG, kicking you through. Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. And then, like a whole bunch of his fans started tweeting. It's like, dude, like I know you're in character, but holy fuck, like your fans are fucking crazy. Like they might not recognize it. Like so, I mean, like I'm critical of him sometimes of stuff he does. I'm not saying that Doc is like a perfect person or anything. And being in character doesn't give you a free pass to just act like a fucking retard and do like crazy shit all the time.
That's what I think. Do you think people have an immunity because they have character on Twitch?
To some
do you think that's like a loophole? You can pretty much do what you want as long as you're in character.
Well, immunity in what ways? Like in terms of like personal emotional response or responsibility?
Just like everything, really. Just like with Twitch rules, maybe some.
No, if you're breaking things, even if you're in character as a Twitch rule, I think you'd still get in trouble for it.
So why do you think Doc didn't get in trouble for that one?
I don't know. Was it Ninja? Who was the guy that Doc's the one dude and didn't get in trouble for it?
Yeah.
He got like a 24-hour ban.
Yeah, why is that? What do you think that reason? Because I feel like if something like, let's first say example, Ice Poseidon did it, he would be permanently banned, you know? But I don't know. Is it because of the community, do you think?
I couldn't tell you. You're asking me to tell you how the fuck Twitch's ban shit works. I can never. I can't answer that fucking shit.
I thought maybe you would have like some sort of like theory or something.
The theory is that it depends on who sees it and who gets mad at the time and what they're feeling at the time. Maybe they have like a magic 8-ball that they like tape like ban durations over, and then they shake it and they see. I have no fucking idea what they do in their offices.
Somebody in your chat said there's Greek on a different mic. I'm on my laptop, dude. On my Apple Mac laptop, boys. So, how's your kid, Destiny? Is he learning? Is he growing well?
Yeah, still alive, still going to school, still doing.
What's it like to look? Do you look after him, like make him food, or do you have like somebody to do that for you?
I eat out a lot, dude, even for myself. So, but I mean, yeah, I'll make him like cereal and stuff if he wants.
You make him cereal?
Yeah, I pour the bowl. Well, first
What's
I pour
it like
cereal.
seeing your dad?
I don't know. You have like a mini you running around. Do you have like an animal or anything? It's probably similar to that, except they grow a little bit slower.
Stressful?
I don't think so. I think in the very beginning it's really stressful before they can like talk, when they're like before like a year old, because you're always worried when they're crying if they're like about to fucking die or something. But I mean, once they hit like 2, they're like walking around and it seems like everything is pretty.
So like, do you ever worry like he might be at school and people pick on him? Does that ever like annoy you?
Yeah, of course I worry about that stuff. But I mean, I talk to him and he seems like he does okay in terms of making friends and everything. So.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy that you're just like a dad. I don't know. I can imagine streaming and being a dad and just having it all like. How old are you?
29. How old are you?
25. Wait, how old were you when you had Nathan?
22, I guess.
Wait, you had a child at 22?
Well, technically the girl did, but.
Wait, are you still with his mom?
No, I'm not, but we get along great. She gets him like weekends, and then I get him weekdays, and we hang out a lot. So.
Wait. So, do you have a girlfriend right now?
No, not right now. Why? Do you know a girl?
Wait. So you're just a single dad?
Yeah, sure.
No girl at all, because I swear in the Minecraft videos I used to watch with you and Nathan, because I used to be obsessed with them. It was so fun watching the interaction. I heard like a girl teaching him.
I mean, I have a roommate that was my ex-girlfriend. Maybe you heard it back then.
Yeah, back when you played Minecraft. I've been watching you for a while, dude. Okay, wow. I'm kind of an old F-word. I've been watching you since, I think I started watching you because of the Rust, like way back when you used to play Rust in those huge groups and just have like a huge furnace room. Just like, I miss those days. I wish you played Rust more.
Well, if maybe someday, okay? We'll form a team together, okay? We can go mining and blow people up.
Does anybody else remember this? Or I bet you have all like, what's it called? Political people in here now, don't you?
No, there's a ton of people. Rust was The problem with Rust was that I couldn't stream so much of it because people were like, if people are ghosting you in that game, it fucks you really hard.
Yeah.
So Rust was kind of a sad time in my stream. It was fun for the viewers that played with me, but for everybody else, a lot of it happened off stream and whatnot, so.
So what's your go-to content nowadays? Just League and...
half League, half politics, I think, yeah.
And are you done with Terraria?
Well, no, I play Terraria usually in the background of doing politics. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the end game like? When are you finally done? Because I've seen your world and it looks amazing.
Oh, I thought you meant like with streaming. Oh, I don't know. I'll probably just try to get all the achievements and then I'll be done.
Is it just me, boys, or does he always feel like a rush to end his sentence? You always like you can't just calm. Like I want to see you on. I want to make you smoke weed, dude, and see what you like in a debate. Then
I'll try to. I'll take a lot more time to get to the end of my sentences. I have smoked
no, you're
in
just
the
like,
past.
yeah, gonna do this, do that. Yeah, go do that.
I have smoked a little bit in the past, but generally I just get tired when
okay,
I
now you're
weed.
being okay. Come on.
Maybe sometime at a future event, Greek. Maybe you and me can smoke some dank kush together.
Well, I nearly missed you at this event, the TwitchCon, because you were so small, mate, and you walked right underneath me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you cast quite the shadow, my friend, so I'll try to carry a flashlight next time.
I love fucking banter. You're the best. You come up with the best comeback.
Oh,
you
thanks,
son of
buddy.
a bitch. What's for today's stream then? You've only been live for an hour.
Yep, I'm reformatting this computer kind of, and then I'm probably gonna do political Terraria stuff, and then some League of Legends. That's what we do here.
What's today's political comment like bullshit?
Well, Dr. Oz, a reality TV show doctor, is being appointed as, I think, one of the White House doctors. Another doctor that snitched on the doctor that was giving out drugs to everybody is being fired, or he resigned today. So, yeah, Pence's doctor resigns after the Jackson dude. So we got a couple of those things to talk about. Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of memes if you're going to say doctor, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of memes. Dr. Oz, have you ever heard of that?
No, I don't. Honestly, wait. God, my thing's bugged. Hang on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Give me 2 seconds. Yo, I'm back, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, dude. What's up?
So you're talking to like famous people? Like actual famous people?
I am. Oh, right now? No, I just talked to my stream.
No, I mean like you're having these doctors on your stream?
Oh, no. Well, we just talk about the current
Oh,
event.
so you're having people that are talking about that situation?
Kind of, or I just talked to my stream about what's in
Oh,
the
I
news
thought
and
you were
whatnot.
going to have the actual doctor.
Oh, no.
Like on the stream. I was like, what the fuck? So your stream's a bit like mine. You just browse Reddit all day.
Yeah, for the first, 6 or 7 hours of the stream sometimes, yeah.
I like it. Are you finally out of platinum, mate?
Yeah, I was all the way to Diamond 3, but my main account got 2 weeks suspended, so.
Whoa, toxic. What's going on, man?
I don't know, they wouldn't send me the log, so I'm not sure what I did, but I'm sure it was pretty mean.
Do you tell people to, like, end their lives during a League of Legends match? I saw a clip of you saying something along those lines, telling somebody to KYS or something crazy like that. I don't know.
Not generally in-game anymore. I try not to, because it's obviously bad. But I say a lot of stuff in the lobby sometimes, and I guess now they look at the lobby, so.
Can you report people in the lobby?
They must, yeah.
Fuck. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave you to do you, mate.
Okay, thanks a lot, dude. Be careful, alright?
But I would like to come on your stream more often, so...
Yeah, just hit me up with a message anytime, dude, okay? And we can talk about anything that you want to talk about, Greek.
And you're talking slow, just how I like it. Thank you, mate.
No problem, dude. Have fun. Good night.
Good night. Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.
Alright. I gotta go do my memes. I should just kill my stream, because I'm not gonna sit here having it muted for an hour. Who's streaming right now? Nope. Nope. PC culture. Uh-oh. Holy shit, what is this outfit? Okay. Good luck, guys. I'll be back in within an hour.